1. Record your wins. When we are truly hard on ourselves, our mind glazes over any accomplishments or accolades, or even forgets them entirely. Writing them down can feel uncomfortable, or be something you try to sabotage. But it is more powerful than it sounds, because focusing on what we do right, it slowly but surely changes our perspective. If you find it too hard to stick to, try piggybacking this new habit to an old habit. For example, make your nightly teeth brushing time the moment you find 5 things to be proud of from the day. Try saying them out loud to the mirror for an extra boost. 2. Write it out of your head. Our unconscious can be a tricky beast when it wants to be, and can be set up to protect us. So just journaling might be helpful, but it's unlikely you will allow yourself to really write out your dark secrets. Trick your brain into a proper cathartic download by promising yourself to not read what you write and rip up the paper immediately afterwards. And then go for it. Write out all your dark, scathing, self-flagellating thoughts, not worrying about penmanship or if you sound like an angry 5-year-old. Then enjoy the ripping. To however follow the protocol of not reading and destroying. The last thing you need is to turn this into yet another way to torture yourself. 3. Win with well-being activities. Always being hard on ourselves is fed by core beliefs that we don't deserve good things or to feel happy. So what better way to counter this than to do things precisely chosen for the way they make you feel good? Well-being activities are the things that make you, personally, feel elevated and energized. You can't choose them based on what other people do or like, but on you. 4. Do a friend detox. We can hardly feel good about ourselves if we constantly surround ourselves with people who are unkind to us, or even bully us. So we might need to re-educate ourselves about what a good friend actually is, then try to get out there and change up our social circle. But before you go and get rid of real friends, note that sometimes we are actually pushing our friends to criticize us without realizing it. 5. Start the self-compassion. Forget about self-love, which is a big ask for the best of us. Try self-compassion instead, the new way to raise your self-esteem faster. Try this. Write a letter to your best friend. Tell him or her what you like about him or her, what you think about something they are struggling with lately. What advice do you have for him or her? Now read the letter aloud but change the name to your name. How strange does it feel? And what would it feel like to talk to yourself like that all the time? 6. Kill the comparison. Comparing ourselves to others is one of the easiest ways to keep ourselves feeling small. Social media doesn't help the habit. Remember that you are not actually comparing yourself to the other person, but to your perceived idea of them. You really have no idea what their private struggles are, and if you did, you might be glad to be you. 7. Seek support. Negative thinking can be very addictive. So sometimes we need support to kick the habit. Cognitive behavioral therapy can be a powerful start. It focuses on helping you gain control of your thinking. From there, you might find a therapy that looks at your past helpful, such as one that comes under the psychodynamic umbrella. Again, being hard on yourself doesn't come from nowhere. It tends to come from tough childhood experiences or parenting that didn't feel our very real need to be loved and supported just as we were. These things can be quite overwhelming to unpack and process. A therapist creates a safe, non-judgmental space to explore and heal,